Alright guys, welcome back or to the channel. Work Hard Elswick back out in the garage again. Shooting another video for y'all today, and got a few things to get into. First things first though, we got to get this thing cleaned up because she's got some mud down the side of her. She ain't completely filthy like she has been, but I'm going to get her cleaned up real quick, and then I'll be right back to show you guys what this video is going to be all about today. Stand by. Alright guys, here we go. Having some technical difficulties here with the camera. So let me show you guys what we're getting ready to do. Got the truck, get you off the mount here. Got the truck all washed, got the little bit of mud that it had around the wheel wells all gone. So what I'm getting ready to do is rub and polish the paint on this thing. So I've done this a lot, guys. I used to work in body shops. I've done a lot of painting, a lot of detail work. I've kind of always used this McGauhys stuff. I think I actually got some earlier videos on the channel, if you look, where the 1500 got hit like 2 days after we had it. Somebody backed into it in a parking lot when we were out to dinner, and scratched the back bumper up pretty good, and I rubbed it all out. But at any rate, I use the McGauhys stuff. No other reason than that's what I've always used, because that's what the shops I always had added to use. So I'm sure there's probably other stuff out on the market, but this stuff does the job I needed to do. So about a medium rubbing compound, and then you got your polish there. I usually hit the rub when I'm buffing. I use these wool pads, and then I got the foam pad that I go around and polish it with. So what we're trying to get rid of, let me see if I can show you this here. Let me find some spots, and I'll let it right here. Here's two of them. So it almost looks like rust on top of the because there's no chips or nothing there, but it looks like rust on top of the clear coat. So you get oxidation, you get tree sap that looks like that, and those little spots are just all over this truck after the winter that we've been through. So buffing it like that, it's going to take all the scratches out of it. It's going to take all those little spots out of it. The buildup of waxes and stuff from waxing it, it'll get all that stuff off, and then we'll roll through with the polisher and polish it out, get all the swirl marks out and stuff, and it'll be a shiny new penny again. So I usually tape up all the plastics on the truck. You can kind of see I got everything taped around in the areas that I'm getting ready to rub, because you don't want to get any compound in them, because that stuff is like really hard to get out, and can possibly stain that plastic. And believe me, you don't want to fight with that stuff to get it off the plastics there. Here, I can show you the other side. That's not taped up. So that's basically everything that I got taped up there, and that's that rough plastic. Actually, this is the bed liner up on top. You know, the cap that goes on top of the bed. It's got the spray and bed liner in it, and that's just the plastic edge pieces there, like this, that go around the wheel well. And it's that it's not that smooth plastic. Let me see if that'll focus. A little bit. Anyways, it's that rough looking stuff and compound to get down inside that, and it'll be a pain in the butt to get it out. So we're gonna buff this side real quick, and then we'll polish it out and see what we got, and then I'll go around and do the rest of the truck. Normally when I do this stuff, I will do all the buffing first, get that all done, then I'll come back around and get the polish and start polishing it out. But obviously that would take way too long and the video would be way too long if I was to do it like that this go around. So I'm just gonna buff the a portion of the side here and then polish it so you guys can see what the difference is. Alright guys, I just want to kind of show you this real quick too. This isn't a very expensive polisher by any means. It is adjustable, so you got lower settings and higher settings, and I kind of like it there so I can adjust it on the fly, you know, while I'm polishing with it. So I can dial the RPMs up and down. But you have to keep this pad clean. So I've always used a 1/4 inch extension, and you can see this is very, very clean. This has never been used to work on anything, so it's not used as an actual extension. But you just get your polisher going. And kind of run through it like that a couple times, and that'll get any of the built up compound or anything that's left in the fibers here. It'll knock it out and clean it out. That way you ain't got anything stuck in there and you're not going to scratch your paint job when you're polishing. So it's a good idea. They actually make tools to do that with. It kind of looks like a spur off of a cowboy boot with a handle, if you will. But I've just always used these 1/4 inch extensions because that's what's in my toolbox. So I got a dedicated one of those to do this job. Alright, let's get some compound on this thing and see what we can do. You need to make sure you got man hands if you're going to use that 1/4 inch drive extension to clean your pad out, because if you don't hang on to that thing, it'll send it flinging and you'll be sad. So like I said, you just got to be, and this is a fresh pad, which is why not much came out of it when I was showing you how I clean them. So we'll get some compound on here, and I'll kind of work that around a little bit. This stuff will go everywhere when you're flinging it, so you got a good set of clothes on that you don't want to mess up. Probably not a good idea to be doing this with those clothes on. And you know, I'm not really sure how to explain this, but I'm looking down into the paint. So I'm watching all the scratches and stuff come out, and I can still see a couple here and there. And this ain't a scratch, that's just compound there. Until this thing gets wet with compound or gets a little bit of buildup in it, you're gonna have some dry spots. So you gotta kind of watch out for that. If you got scratches that are too deep, it's probably best to get some wet sandpaper and color sand it a little bit. But that's for scratches that you can kind of feel. These are all real surface scratches, so real minor. So that's really not necessary. Just all you gotta do is just work it back and forth, guys. Oh yeah, she's starting to look like a shiny penny now. Now there's a body line right here, and I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm keeping the polisher flat on this surface, and then I'm kind of working over that body line real fast, because like I said, the paint buildup and stuff on the edges, on the body lines and stuff like that, will be a little thinner than what it is on the flat surfaces. So if you hold your polisher on that area too long, you'll burn right through the clear coat, and that's definitely something you don't want to do. So just take your time. I can see all those. So I'm using the reflection of the light, and as I move my head, obviously the light's moving down alongside with it, and I can see all those scratches that were there are gone now. So that area is good. This area right here looks really good. So I'm going to move down a little further and work here now. It's not hard at all, guys. Just you got to take your time and just work the product in. Alright guys, there you go. So we got the whole thing, well, this whole side buffed now anyways. It took me about 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Closer up to the front up there, the lower part of the bed, there was quite a bit of oxidation and stuff going on there. So went over that area a couple times, but I'm sure you can see the reflections in the side of the truck are a lot more reflective now. So it's like a nice flat smooth surface. Man, this stuff's got to add like at least 10 horsepower. You make it slip through the air like that. So now it's time to get the polishing on it. So we're going to change the pad over and then polish the side. And polishing's, you're doing pretty much the same thing. You're working in small areas and you're just looking down into it to make sure you don't have any leftover swirl marks or anything. And then we'll take a quick detailer after that with a soft cloth and wipe it down, and you'll see a huge difference. This should go fairly quickly. So a little bit of polishing, or actually, excuse me, a little bit of rubbing. That should buff out. A little bit of rubbing, a little bit of polishing, and it's better than factory. Like the truck didn't look this good when it came from when it came off the lot. I actually did not let their porters clean this truck when I bought it. I did it myself because they got a bad habit of putting a lot of scratches and stuff. So I did it myself. I don't know, you should be able to see a huge difference there. Get you a little closer. Put my hand up there. Look how dirty my nails are, wow. But no more those little orange spots that look like rust. No scratches. That's kind of hard for this camera, or any camera for that matter, to pick that stuff up that deep in the paint, but that's pretty much it, guys. And now you just got to do the rest of the truck. So just this section right here has been rubbed and polished, and obviously you'll be able to tell a huge difference in the sunlight. Of course, it's not very good to do this in the sunlight, but with the LED lights, as I'm looking down into the paint, you can definitely tell a difference. Alright guys, I'm going to get this thing finished, and it's going to take a while to do so. Alright guys, that's the meat and the potatoes of the video that we're running here. Obviously I'm not going to shoot video of me doing this whole entire truck. That would be one, even if I sped it up, that'd be one insanely long video. So I'm going to finish getting this stuff knocked out and move on with it. So I just got the front part of the bed there to polish. And I don't know, I may look into getting some different kind of polishes here and rubbing compounds just to see how they work. I know there's a bunch of really good stuff, or people are claiming there's a bunch of really good stuff out there on the market right now. I like to get a little bit of it and try it and see if it cuts better, and or if it you know, if it shines up better. But I mean, the proof's in the pudding there. That thing's so shiny now, it's not even funny. So I'm gonna finish that out. We'll get the truck completely done, and move on from there. Ooh, let me show you guys this too while I got you here before I cut this video off. Because this is one of the reasons. Hopefully this ain't too loud. Gotta mess with the mic there a little bit. This is one of the reasons I've not had that much content out yet, but we are starting to get all of our powder coating stuff coming in. So here, it's a sneak peek. We got gloss white, we got high gloss black, and we got copper penny. More stuff coming. Got all of our tapes, our fiberglass tapes, our high heat tapes, our fine line tapes. You want to lay out some badass flames? There's a good tape for it. All of our high heat plugs and caps and everything else. There's the PCS 250 dual voltage powder coating system. Compressors sitting out there in the garage, and I'm probably about a week and a half to 2 weeks still from getting the oven delivered. So let me see if I can get you a little closer. Yeah, it is just flawless now. There's like 0 flaws in that paint now, which is what you're looking for. You see that? That's how you get those guys that start those videos off like that. You think you're looking at a vehicle, and then they pan out and you can see it. But all right, guys, let me flip this back around here. That's gonna do it for this one. I got quite a bit of work left to get this truck knocked out, and we're gonna get her looking good again like she did last summer before we put her up. I actually got wheels sitting back there too, so we still got the forces sitting back there. I'm gonna probably end up polishing those as well, but I think I'm gonna powder coat them. Hopefully we'll see what the time frame is when this powder coat oven shows up, but I would really like to powder coat those and a bunch of other stuff on this thing. So stay tuned. We'll keep going, keep you guys posted. Got a lot of more content on the way. It's been kind of slow going on the YouTube, because I really don't want to make videos that aren't really going to help anybody. So I'll keep you all posted. I appreciate all the help. Shoot me a comment down below if you got any questions. Shoot me a comment down below if you got any advice. I'm always up for constructive criticism. And check me out over on the Instagram at workhard_Elswick, work_hard_Elswick. I generally post over there either on my story or on my main page daily. You know, all kinds of different stuff. I think I posted the powder coat stuff over there last night, so I'm generally posting over there before I'm dropping videos on YouTube. So I don't know, I'm up over 4,000 followers over there right now, so kudos to everybody that's over on Instagram checking me out and have jumped over to YouTube here. And I just want to say I appreciate all of you. So a lot coming. Like I said, as soon as that powder coat oven gets here, we're gonna have to rearrange the whole garage. I got to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I got to get the neighbor to come help me run the wiring for it, get it all wired up, and we'll be able to start powder coating. I'm really stoked about that. All right, guys, the door, I did get a couple more stickers for the door here. The post office box will be linked in the description down below. If y'all want to send any stickers or old license plates or old patches or anything like that that can help me cover this door up, I'd appreciate it. Y'all can send it to that post office box, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. enough talking. I gotta get this damn truck finished so I can go do everything else I need to do today. Man, it never seems like there's enough hours in a day, does there? All right, guys, I appreciate you. Till I see you next time. Peace. Oh, hey, you guys still here? I thought we wrapped the video already. Well, here, I'll give you some advice. We won't tell the people that didn't make it to the end of the video. As soon as you're done buffing your stuff, make sure you pull all this tape off. Because I'm going to tell you, what gets down into this plastic and stains it, it makes it even look even more crappier than polishing compound getting in it, is wet tape. So get all that stuff off ASAP. As soon as you're done, get the tape pulled. All right, guys, have a good week.